don't know where I would be without you.
Dang.
I don't know where I would be. You are amazing for me. You are, like they say, my rib.
Dang.
And I mean, you everything for me. And like I say, I don't know where I would be without you. My life will probably be in shambles, because before I met you, even my family would say, I don't know how you got him to be this person.
Yeah, they do. They still.
I was a wild boy.
Still.
What is going on, everyone's? We are here and we are back with another episode of
Is My Point Valid?
Yes, indeed. I am yours truly, Brandon D.
And I am Camille A. Stalker.
And everybody who tunes in with us, if this your first time, second time, fifth time, 10th time, we appreciate everyone who is here. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us, and we feel special. So for that, thank you. If you're getting value from our content, if you like what you see or hear, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button so you are notified whenever we drop new episodes, which is every week. But aside from that, we're going to go ahead and get into this episode. And today, we're going to talk a little bit about marriage, some of the benefits of being in a relationship, a loving, caring relationship with someone that you like being around. But there's a lot of talk these days about how marriage is not beneficial anymore, or marriage is a transactional entity, or whatever you want to call it. But after 10 years of marriage, I still feel like we need this in today's time. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, and I'm going to ask you, baby, as a married woman, what do I provide for you?
Stability, comfort, protection, and safety.
Okay.
I wrote it down. It's right there. See it?
Yes, I see it. I sure see it. Do you want to elaborate on any of that?
You know what stability is, and you know what comfort is, and protection and safety, and love, and
what?
What would you say?
I wasn't saying nothing.
You said compassion. What did you say?
Nah, I ain't said nothing.
No, those are the things that you provide. I'm supposed to go into detail?
Absolutely.
On how?
Yeah.
I don't know, stability, because I guess it's just a constant. Even when things look as though they are terrible, there's still the constant of you and me, right? There's still that constant. The comfort of knowing that I found my person 10 years ago, which, 10 years ago, I wasn't thinking about being married, or hey, we're gonna last, or my marriage is gonna last this long. Wasn't even like on my mind for something like that. And then for protection, of course, I think that's obvious. I think every woman needs some type of protection in her life as a man, not just physical protection.
Women can't protect themselves.
Oh my gosh, we're not having that conversation. We are here. Not just physical protection, but also I think mentally and spiritually as well. You have somebody who will pray for you, have somebody who will speak life into you, to motivate you. I know I talk a lot about we motivate ourselves, and we have to, but the point of marriage or having someone is to be a helpmate, or the woman is you're both supposed to be a helpmate, but the woman is supposed to be a helpmate. But in that, a man is to provide those things as well. Like, women have bad days too. We need somebody to lean on. And so for that, although sometimes you don't understand, right? It's might have to go into more detail, like with you. Okay, I feel this way because or whatever. But it is protection and safety. I guess physically, I think for the past 10 years, I probably don't go to the stores by myself. We shop as a family. We do things as a family, apart from like if I can go somewhere with my mama or, my daddy or something like that, apart from that with your mama or something like that. But it's always a constant of Brandon is there. We are a unit and this is what we've built. And yeah.
All right. So as a man, you provide for me discernment, because sometimes I feel like I need to make decisions and they're not really thought out. But if I come to you with what I've come up with, you give me a rationale as to how I should go about it. And being a person out here who doesn't have that, you can make a lot of decisions and regret those decisions because you're not getting any input, or you're not getting the overall picture of what could happen with those decisions. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna just be honest, in my life, I made some bad decisions because I didn't have anyone to consult with. So for me, you are my consultant. You help me make better decisions. And even if I'm some of the decisions aren't that I think I want to make aren't in the best interest of the family. Mm-hmm. So when I come to you with that, if it's not completely for all of us, then you'll give me the direction, or you'll give me a suggestion as to what we can do different, and then we can figure it out from there. It's like having a team. Yeah. A team, two heads is better than one. And that's what you provide for me. Aside from that, just for instance, the other morning when you woke up and made food, you was the truth for that. Like waking up in the morning when you don't have to and making me breakfast just to get my day going, that's amazing for me, because if it wasn't for that, I probably would have went the whole day hungry, mm-hmm. a lot of days hungry. And from the lunch to the breakfast to the just looking out for me, and me knowing that you have my best interest at heart, that's always been a blessing for me in the last 10 years.
Dang, I got teary-eyed. Shoot. It's not supposed to go this way.
Mind y'all, I never say these things. These are yeah, that's what you do for me, baby. You the truth.
Oh, dang.
I Lord, man, I don't know where I would be without you.
Dang.
I don't know where I would be. You are amazing for me. You are, like they say, my rib.
Dang.
And I mean, you everything for me. And like I say, I don't know where I would be without you. My life will probably be in shambles, because before I met you, even my family would say, I don't know how you got him to be this person.
Yeah, they do.
I was a wild boy. I was at you.
Yeah.
I jumped off the porch early. And like I say, they always say, how did you get him to do this? But it's like, once you realize that you found somebody who was truly for you in every aspect, there's some things that you have to switch up in order to keep that person. Yeah. And I think that's a problem with a lot of relationships today. People aren't willing to change. They aren't willing to evolve into the person that they're supposed to be, because they're so stuck on the person that they've known for so long, mm-hmm. within themselves.
Yeah.
So, like I say, you give me everything, and that's just what it is. I think I would want to wish this on every person, because everyone needs to experience true love, true comfort, true understanding, a teammate, all of that.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's so beneficial, because God he didn't put us here to be alone.
Right.
He was very intentional about seeing Adam as a lonely person and giving him someone that was a companion to help him do the things he needs to do as a man.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to worry about being a man and everything else, I see how that could be. I see why people make terrible decisions because they don't have anyone to be like, well, maybe if you do it this way, maybe if you do it that way, and say, I think that's what people need. So aside from that, you all right?
I'm fine.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving with the next topic of discussion, and so I'm gonna ask you. What is your biggest lesson learned in the last 10 years?
Dang, I'm gonna cry again. What the heck? What the biggest lesson?
Biggest lesson learned within the last
10 years.
Mm-hmm.
That it's okay to let go.
Let go of what? Be more specific.
I was trying to keep the tears from coming.
Let them come.
No. That it is okay to let go, that it is okay, to be vulnerable in your marriage. God dog it, that it is okay to be vulnerable in your marriage, that it is okay to be you. And the biggest lesson that I learned with Brandon is that he's always allowed me to be me. Through everything. You've allowed me to be me. So the biggest lesson is find you somebody who's gonna let you be you, whatever it is that you're going through in that moment, because I've changed throughout these. We hadn't even been 10. Well, we've been together 10. We have been together, I think, 11 years. We've been married. We'll be married 10 in March. But when I felt like I wasn't good enough, Brandon has always been there to be like, you are. Like, you are enough, right? And, I don't like that. I don't like that terminology of I'm enough, but sometimes you lose focus of, who you are. And like you were saying, you need to have somebody who kind of reels you in and says, hey, this is what I see in you. Right. This is what you are capable of. Mm-hmm. You are capable of these things. And
because a lot of times we stand in our own way.
Absolutely.
And we really, like you say, you gotta let go and understand that this person is gonna help carry you. Like, my shoulders are strong enough for all of us. That's what being a man is. So y'all lean on me, and I'm gonna carry us like Jesus did the cross.
Oh, but yeah, it is.
Yeah,
that was like one of the biggest. I mean, I've learned a lot of lessons throughout my 10 years, but I know now, I wasn't. And then the thing about it, I wasn't even 20. Was I 20? Yeah, I was 20. I was just turned. That's September. I had turned 23. So you're in your 20s. You don't know, anything about anything. So now today I'm 33 years old, and I find myself being less uptight, because if you knew me then, I was uptight. Don't laugh at me. That's not funny. Mm-hmm. I don't find this funny. Don't do that. You wouldn't like. I'm gonna say uptight. I thought mean.
Yeah.
Angry at the world because of how people had done me before, Brandon. Right. Mm-hmm. So I had encountered very defensive. I had encountered so much, and so when a person tells you, "Hey, I want to do this for you," well, other people have told me they want for what?
What's your motive?
Other people have told me they wanted to do this for me. So what's going to make you different, right? You're a man. What's going to make you different from all them other people? And you've shown me that, right? So I had to learn the what's the terminology, to be soft. So when I'm talking these things or I'm saying these things, it's not that I haven't lived it. I don't like to express that part because I'm not there anymore, right? I don't like to go back, because you go back, you start thinking, and the way I used to act was ill, like nasty. I'm saying I was mean. And today I'm the happiest I've ever been. Not because I have everything in the world, I have all the money in the world. It doesn't even have anything to do with that. It's just
You got what you need.
I got everything. And I mean, I could give props to Brandon, but everything that we've needed has come from God. Lots and lots of prayer. And we had parents who pray for us, parents who have helped us, parents who have come through for us. So it's not just, and that we've come through for each other. It's so lesson learned. I can be vulnerable. I can you can move forward through anything, and it's okay to be you. And because when you got my back.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people, they don't have that. And the people who told them before in their lives, I got your back, really didn't have your back. So it's kind of hard to let that guard down if you've dealt with this for so long. And then you come across somebody who's 100 and they're trying to do those things. And then I think that's how a lot of women run men off. Because they don't let that guard down, and then they have a sincere dude who's coming to them like, I want to do this, this, and this. No, what you talking about? What you want to do that for?
But how long did it take? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. It took
10 years.
It took about 10. It took about 10 years for me to have my guard down, and I'm letting y'all in, but to have my guard down. I don't trust you.
Yeah,
it's my husband. I don't trust you. I told him that hurt him. But if I wasn't truthful, I don't think I would be like where I am today. I don't trust you. And like I said, like I trust him now. Like,
please be clear.
And it had nothing. And when people talk about trust, it has nothing to do with anything wrong. It has to do your life be messed up. You personally, you be messed up.
There's some things you got to deal with within yourself
internally.
Yeah. And that's another thing. A lot of people don't want to look in the mirror and figure out what's wrong with them, so they project. They have this negative insight of themselves, so they project that onto everybody.
And I did it. I can sit here on the mic and say, all right, Brandon, you're not doing this. You need to do this.
Yeah.
You have to do this. You're not doing this and this and this and this and this. And then there was these long periods of me not talking to him because he wasn't doing this. Like, I was terrible.
And that made me feel some type of way, because as a man, if you have someone, well, just a person, period, if you have someone who's constantly telling you, you don't do this, you don't do this, you don't do this, well, it's like, well, damn, what can I do?
Nothing.
What do I do?
Nothing.
And that's how I was feeling.
Yeah.
So what I've learned is it's okay to express yourself, because I've never been the one to talk about how I felt about things.
Yeah.
I've always been the one who I shut down, leave you alone, do my thing, and then come back later on, because I've never really been the one to hold grudges, but I'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
And then when I come back, it's almost like, all right, we move past that silently, so we're here now. But a lot of people don't know how to handle that, because they're still stuck on holding that grudge against the person whoever did whatever to them. And I am in the complete opposite. Once I cool down and get my thoughts together, then I'll come back and it's like it's almost nothing. We here now.
And it makes you even angrier.
Yeah.
Because like we didn't finish. It wasn't finished.
It's done.
It's not done yet. We gotta go. We gotta come
Amen.
back to it. we gotta come back to it. We gotta discuss it. And I'm telling y'all, it's not a good look. And then you have to get you have to start getting to the Bible, really reading and understanding, and then understanding that I might be hooping and hollering, right? But my children are watching me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You don't self-control, you like how you're talking to somebody, period. And then I'll tell them, y'all need to respect one another, but
they ain't seeing it.
it's not, you're not, so
Show me. That's what kids be wanting to say. Show me.
terrible.
I see you hollering at daddy. What I'm supposed to do, I'm going to handle myself the same way. I'm looking at the one who I look up to the most, and I'm seeing how you acting, so I'm going to act the same way.
Yeah.
Don't have a problem with it. And I always say, children, with the things that we hate the things most that the children learn directly from us. However you acting, because I'm gonna tell you, just like with that, our youngest Isabel, whenever she starts acting like me, it pisses me off. But I really can't be mad because I'm the one who she learned it from. So I need to look at myself, fix myself, and then that'll be projected onto her because she's gonna see it through actions. Yeah. So, yeah, what I've learned is just to speak up and talk through things.
Did y'all hear that?
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
my
they
bad.
heard that.
So sorry.
Yeah, your neck cracking.
It was crack.
It's cracking.
Crack.
Yeah, but on to the next. What are some advantages of being married? I think we discussed that.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I think just having someone to have your back is invaluable. It's a crazy world out here, and if you don't have people on your team, then it's hard to go through life by yourself. And I know a lot of people, they think it's, I'm going to do me, I'm going to live my life. Yeah, that's all cool until you can't do for yourself. Like, there comes a time that when you're born, you can't walk, you can't talk. When you get older, you can't talk. You may be able to, you can't walk, but you sure might be able to talk a little bit. But you're going to need someone on your team to take care of you, because old people don't like being in doggone nursing homes. So y'all might want to look into finding getting y'all some family, some children who care about you more than anything, because random people really don't. And ain't no telling what might happen to you when you're around random people. So yeah, that is some advantages of an advantage of being married. Someone to have your back, someone who's going to speak life into you, someone who's going to push you to be who they know you can be.
I want to touch on the nursing home situation really quickly.
Go ahead.
But sometimes you do need to be in the nursing home because family can't necessarily take care of you the way that you should, that the nurses and stuff can't.
I'd rather you be at home and I have somebody come to the house.
You gotta try and afford that too.
Don't you gotta afford a nursing home?
I don't know how that works, but anyhow.
Yeah, you gotta pay for everything.
Wanted to.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving. What do you think the biggest obstacle for marriage is these days?
I guess not taking responsibility, not saying that maybe you can be a part of the problem, right? Maybe
Pointing the finger?
Pointing the finger, maybe that you are. Of course, I don't think marriage is a one-sided thing, right? We all play a part in it, of course, because it's two people. Because however I react, wherever there's a reaction, there's a, what is it?
Wherever there's an action, there's a reaction.
Mm-hmm. So if I'm acting some type of way, of course there's going to be some type of reaction. So I think that, what was that?
The question was, what are some of the biggest obstacles?
We don't want to take, and I think another obstacle is that goes aligned to what I just said is we lose, speak for women. Women feel that they have to lose who they are individually because you've come together collectively, or that's not the word, together, because the Bible says you come together as one. Yes, you come together as one in your marriage, but
You're still an
you are
individual.
still an individual. So what you like, hold on to what it is that you like. If you like to sing, if you like to dance, if you like to be silly, do those things. Don't bring yourself down because this person doesn't like that. Well, if you married them, I'm gonna say this, and people might go crazy. I feel like it's too late. You married them. You made a decision to do that. So y'all need to work something out. You know, if somebody ain't hitting you and all this other stuff, but you can work something out. Hey, this is how I was. You married me. This is what it was. Cause I'm like probably the goofiest person
Goof troop.
ever. I'll just do something stupid, start laughing. I'll be song.
Laughing to herself.
Sing. My children sing. Brandon won't sing. But we gonna sing something. And so the biggest obstacle, I think, is having to work together and then knowing that, okay, this is for me and this is for you.
So having your own personal time, aside from your children and your husband.
It's absolutely important.
Yeah. Everything doesn't have to be together.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And I need you to have your own identity aside from me, because if not, then you're gonna be wanting to do everything I'm doing. And I'm gonna need you to go find you something to do.
Well, I've never been like that anyway.
No, I'm just saying, speaking generally.
Yeah, it's like I ain't like that. I want to go sit on. You know what I want to do in a long time. I want to sit and be by myself and color or do something.
Don't talk.
Don't talk.
Don't say nothing to me.
Don't say nothing to me.
Straight up.
That is what I like, and so I think that is one of the biggest obstacles and just. You thinking that I have to do, no, you don't. Okay. You have to be who God made you to be.
Mm-hmm. The best version of yourself.
Yeah, that's who you have to be.
Yeah. So, all right. We're going to go on to, do you have any regrets?
What was your biggest obstacle? Or you agree with that? Or
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, we're on the same page, deal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What are some regrets? Do you have any regrets?
I don't think I have any regret. Does this have to do with marriage? Like, I think I don't even want to say regret, is thinking, I'm not gonna say I wish we would have thought about it a little longer about children. I'm not saying it's a regret. You know, everything happens for a reason. But I wish we would have...
We would have had time to ourselves.
No, not really time. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
I think you need to just spit it out.
Because I wasn't even talking about prior to children. I was talking about, like, more children.
Oh. You want more kids?
I don't know. I tell myself I do, and then I start thinking, and I be like, nah. And I start thinking, yeah. And I start thinking,
I wouldn't mind having a boy.
Nah. I don't know. So I'm not gonna say that's a regret, but I'm saying what I'm saying on that.
You still got time though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There's people out here having babies in their 40s.
Yeah, I don't want to do that one.
Oh, why not? The brat 50, she had a baby.
That is her. That is fine for her. I don't want to do that. And I'm still in my 30s, so. But yeah, I'm not going to say it's a regret, but I don't regret anything. I think everything has happened for a reason. It's happening for a reason. It has to go down the way it goes down. If those things did not happen, then there would not be any growth within. I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. I feel like I stand 10 toes down a little more than I did 10 years ago.
All right. I agree with you.
Keep agreeing with me.
Yeah.
You don't have any regrets? Any?
I don't have any regrets. Like you say, everything happens for a reason. I think we're here. I think where we're supposed to be. And as long as we just keep rocking out, I think we're gonna be where we're supposed to be. So, no regrets on this end, not as far as marriage. But before we get out of here, is there any advice that you would give someone who's just starting out?
Stop looking to other people for how you want your marriage to be. You have to make your marriage what you want it to be. If you want your husband to do something, be vocal about it. Yeah. If you want your wife to do something, be vocal about it. Have conversations, have honest conversations about what it is. What are your goals to make it to year 5, to make it through year 1, to make it to year 10?
To make it to year 10. Well, if I had, my advice would be, just like you say, stop looking at other relationships and seeing that as couple goals, because everybody's lives are different. What's good for that person is not good for you. And sometimes the things that you see in that person's marriage or their lives is not really what's going on. Because if we're looking at social media and all of these things, all of that is kind of a facade. People put out what they want you to see. So you can't just go into a relationship saying, I want this, this, and this, and stop with all the expectations. We make these lists of all these things that we want, and then when we don't find that, we think it's there's no hope. But life is not about making lists and finding someone according to that, because you'll never find that person. There's always going to be something within that person that doesn't meet your criteria. So stop making these lists of what you want. Figure out what's best for you, and look at yourself and figure out what's best as far as figuring out your mental and all of that there. And then you'll have a better understanding of what you need in your life. We keep going for what we want when we don't even realize the things that we need, and that's why we're not finding the person that we that's for us, because we want money and status and all of these things, when for us, you remember when we went to the marriage counselor and we was like, we don't want to get married now because we need to figure things out. Mm-hmm. And he told us, well, you never have things figured out. If you keep saying that, it's never going to happen, because there's always obstacles in life. So why don't y'all get married and then figure out those things together? That'll help build the bond between two people.
Our moms even said it too. To just go,
just do it.
That was scary. That was really scary, because it was scary. It's like you have people saying, "Do it." We ain't telling each other do it, you know. But I guess if people hadn't told us, or if we didn't have a marriage counselor, then maybe we wouldn't have,
wouldn't wait 10 years.
Went along and did it. Maybe we would have been shacking up or something. I don't know, but that was one of the things I was like, I'm not doing that. Remember, I don't know if you remember, that was one of the things. Had a whole apartment, but I was still living at home.
I remember that.
You remember?
Yes, I do.
Remember the time?
Oh, when we fell in love.
Oh.
We never fall.
First met. Yeah.
All right. Well, we got a little personal here.
Yo.
You got a little emotional. You almost had me wanting to shed a tear on your behalf.
That's stupid.
That's not stupid.
Right.
Hey, it happens all the time.
Y'all, I don't like to cry. If you know me personally, that is something I do on my own. I don't do it in front of people. I don't like that. So ew.
Oh yeah, but the people gonna see that you were emotional too.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's all good though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let the people in sometimes, so they know who you are, know where you stand. We always talk about all the broad statements, but we never really get into us. So it was good to let the people see us. We need to do it more often.
Yeah, we good. One time is plenty.
One time.
One time is plenty, and you get to see it. Oh, she cried because he said. And then I had told you the other day to go back to that when you said that that the breakfast and all of that. That was fun. I mean 4:30 in the morning, but that was fun for me. I don't know why. I just enjoyed it. It was.
I enjoyed it too. At lunchtime when I had something to eat.
You had something to eat. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I did.
Don't do that.
Thank you.
You had something to eat all week.
I'm just saying.
But that was fun for me. And then the girls woke up because I usually cook their food too, and Miss Isabel. But we made breakfast. Girl, if y'all sit down and shut up.
She ain't laid down.
She did. She made fried eggs and Ava made grits.
That's what's up. You teaching them well.
They did, but I was tired. I was like, I ain't got another meal in me. And then at lunchtime, I had to make another meal. And then
that's a part of being a mama. Yeah, you're doing it real well. In accordance with you being a homeschool mama, you know what I'm saying? Because you the truth at that too. Straight up. But yeah. Do you enjoy your life?
It's enjoyable 97% of the time.
Yeah, because that 3%, boy, I'd be like, man, duh.
It's enjoyable. I have a lot of fun. You got to make the best out of every situation. Do you understand? We were talking about being persistent. I think that's another thing you have to be in marriage. Consistent and persistent. Show up. Yes, you're showing up for yourself, but you have to show up for your husband.
Because even if you all by yourself, you got to show up still.
Showing up for your husband. Showing up if you have children for your children. And if you don't have children, then show up for your husband. There are needs that have to be fulfilled in that as well, which I don't like to talk about. But, you know.
What kind of needs you talking about?
Well, okay.
I'm needy. I need my stuff handled straight up. Oh yes, goodness. But like I said, we finna get up out of here. We gonna come again with something else personal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
We might tell you how we met. There's a lot of lies and deception in that, but we gonna probably get to that at some point in time. But I want to say thank you.
That was a catch. No, go ahead. You want to say thank you?
You ain't Simone Biles.
I'm Camille. I don't want to be Simone.
You show. I'm the catch.
I'm the catch.
Anyway, thank you to everyone who continues to rock with us on a weekly basis. If you get any value, if you're feeling emotional, like baby was today, if you like what you see, like what you hear, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend that you rocking with us so they can rock with us too. And we really appreciate it because yeah, we here for y'all. And like I said before, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be right here with me. So with that being said, it's going to be another episode next week. So make sure y'all check that out. And like always, it's love, peace, and soul.
Bye.
Like Soul Train, baby.